describe a home game in one way. We get them on the blue. And that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will kick it away to start. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Broncos' return team didn't help matters out much there. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to...
And that pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting to drive with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Gabriel. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Brings up the 2nd and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Touchdown, Oregon.
The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Boise State, 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the 1st quarter. This guy's already thrown 1 pick. He should have thrown his 2nd right there.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Snap in the shotgun. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. Crosses the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
We'll repeat. Down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Looking for room, it's Gaines. Good, solid tackle.
He's brought down at the 35.
Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Good timing on the quick out. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. The Broncos will hustle to the line. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Broncos! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too.
Oh, and he knocks him out of the way, and he's running free. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. got it past the marker. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Swings it out to the flat. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. And guys, with the empty backfield on second and short, might they take a shot here? He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snaps it in the shotgun. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He is knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised, honestly, he held on to the football. That is what you want. You want physical knockbacks. When you're on defense, you watch the tape, the coach is like, is the running back falling forward? If he's falling forward, we're not doing our job. There was no falling forward on that one.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. It's really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, being a...
Oh, look out! At the 20. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Ducks!
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Nelson. It's complete to the right.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it, up and.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously...
And the defense gets to the quarterback. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's...
Got a lot of running room. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking for the end zone. Picked off. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Shoots it to the left. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Getting some heat. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quickly complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This offense has been money on 4th down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking to go up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. It is good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw.
And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires really good skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Broncos headed quickly to the line. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And the Broncos will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To throw, it's Nelson coming after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Broncos are rolling down the field.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback in the first conversion.
They'll run play action. Feeling some heat. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Going up top on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Finds his tight end. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Broncos are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Nelson. They're trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. Gets rid of it. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. A 1st down for the offense. He's going to pass. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 3.
Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boise State ready to send out that offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No.
Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Broncos! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
28. Boise State. 23.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Got him downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Of 12. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter steps. Using his legs, it's James. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this?
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's Gabriel. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time he's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job.
Off he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Finds his big tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Lets it fly. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Trying to get, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He's going to take off. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go. He'll take a deep shot here. Pulls it in on the left. Delivers the contact. Touchdown, Broncos. And once he got loose, it was all over. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The handoff keeps working on that clock. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Line getting set on second down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. The offense set for a first down play. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. This one was a lot.